Kia ora koutou. I'm almost 60 and well and truly through menopause. I still get warm flushes, brain fog. I'm having to work harder at staying strong and fit. And I have definitely lost some libido. My periods changed when I was 41, so I have been in this in my life for almost 20 years. It's important to know that mood-related in your middle years are totally normal. These are related to upheaval of hormones, particularly estrogen, and the effects on our brain through the perimenopause and menopause are different for everyone. It's a transition time of life when there are often big changes and challenges happening, such as ageing parents, children leaving home, relationship issues, and work responsibilities. My hope from this event is that we'll all stay connected, we'll learn and share and advocate and support each other and everyone involved in our lives, including the males, because they definitely need to know what's going on with us, make some understanding and to help them. We're all going to be affected by the menopause, but we don't have to suffer. So this last year, based on the MenoDoctor survey, 84% of Kiwi women say menopause negatively impacted their work. 1 in 6 New Zealand women considered leaving their jobs because of their symptoms, and 1 in 12 women actually did. For mental health, it's thought that the 50%, that's half of us, struggle with our moods in menopause and perimenopause across a huge range of issues, from low mood to depression, worry to anxiety, and irritability to rage. Oh, here we go. So, coping with anxiety and depression. As Vicky said, menopause has recently been thought of as when your period stops, but we now know perimenopause can start 7 to 10 years before this. Because of fluctuating hormones, our moods can really get out of whack. Anxiety and depression can reappear if we've had them in the past, or suddenly start if we've never had them before. Many women have been misdiagnosed with anxiety and depression when the symptoms are specifically menopause. And many women have felt suicidal due to these symptoms, and when traditional antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication haven't worked, they've felt hopeless. This is changing. There are a number of helpful things you can do. You can start with checking how your behaviour is affecting your life. Are your moods stopping you doing things that are important? Or are you feeling worried or sad or both? Are you still carrying on as best you can? This might be a time to talk to someone, such as your GP, your nurse specialist. There's a few of them here that are doing a fantastic job. They can prescribe and they can look at available options around menopause hormone treatment, previously known as HRT, which is life-changing for a range of symptoms. And they can also refer you to see a counsellor, and if your symptoms are more severe and the other options don't work, to consider medication. CBT and ACT, they're 2 evidence-based therapies that are effective for peri and menopausal women. I love teaching about the brain and how to approach this stage of life with curiosity rather than harsh judgment. And instead of resisting the change, it's important to explore them in a constructive way. Neuroscience has now proven meditation and meditation and mindfulness skills also work, and they give the brain a break, gives you at least a few minutes a day for yourself, and there are many different techniques that find something that works for you and keep practicing it. The more you practice, the better you get at it. And sleep. Sleep's super important for our brain. in peri and menopause, changing estrogen levels causing hot flushes and sweats, as Vicky said, can be the start of sleeping problems. And along with stress, some of us can really struggle. The key tips to support better sleep are basic sleep hygiene, getting your body and mind into a state where it's ready to sleep, have day and night routines and sort out your environment. Movement is really helpful on so many different levels. Walking, gentle yoga and stretching are great. Getting your groove on, anything that increases your heart rate and gets you stronger will help your mind to relax. Never underestimate a good boogie. Practicing self-soothing skills can help calm the mind and support sleep. Learn to recognise when you're worrying about not getting to sleep. And bring your attention to your breath and senses. So I'm going to show you a great tool to help with this at the end of my talk. So, relationships, sex, libido, all important parts of our life and things that get affected through peri and menopause. All these things we've heard about this far may have an impact on all our relationships. Mood swings, rage, forgetfulness, exhaustion, they can all put a big strain on how we get on with those around us. How many of us have lost it and behaved in ways we've just felt awful about? I have. We have to work on coping with these emotions by using self-soothing skills, talking to people in our lives, and if we need to, with a professional. And let's talk sex and intimacy. Due to emotional and physical changes, we can stop feeling like or wanting sex, and we can feel separated and awkward with our partners and friends, which is great for some but devastating for others. Libido is thought of as sexual desire, but it can also be related to energy or lust for life. Whether it be having orgasms, which are proven to increase endorphins, to help us sleep and have many other benefits, or connecting with people in an open and trusting way, being perimenopausal and menopausal doesn't stop us from having fun. We just talked about that libido also with the testosterone loss which women can have. It also can affect our energy for life and just joy for life. I often see women who come in and they say, I don't feel like myself, I feel flat, I have no enthusiasm for anything. So we know that HRT and various other lifestyle changes can really help and support feeling good about life again. So the next part is self-kindness. I'm just a total self-kindness fan. It's a superpower. Just imagine if any worry, self-doubt, sadness, regret and fear was softened by being wrapped in a warm blanket of friendship and love. Our survival-based brains don't do this automatically, but we can teach and learn to do it ourselves. The job of the brain is to keep us alive and to solve problems. It's constantly scanning, busy scanning the past for mistakes or scanning the future for what could go wrong. It's trying to figure it all out, find solutions and keep us safe. But this leads to self-criticism, overthinking and keeps us awake at night. And then we often feel bad. It's a bit of a cycle that we shouldn't think or feel so much. It's just a vicious cycle. So how do we help ourselves? By coming back to the present, with gentle acceptance and friendliness, by literally coming to our senses. Neuroscience proves this is the most direct way to self-soothe and give us a break. It's the ultimate self-kindness skill. I've taught this to hundreds of people who have found it practical and life-saving. It's called dropping anchor. It teaches us to get out of our minds and connect with our body, our breath and our senses, what we can feel, hear and see. And with practice, it really gets more useful and just becomes part of our lives. So let's do it. This is an experiment. You can do it sitting, standing or lying down. Starting just by taking a breath in and out, noticing your breath. Acknowledge what you're thinking. Come up to your mind. What's on your mind? It could be, I'm hungry. It could be worrying about vaginal dryness. It could be blank. Just notice if the thoughts are comfortable or uncomfortable or neutral. You might just be noticing that big fan going. Next, just bring your attention down and connect with your body. Bring attention down to your feet. Push your feet into the ground gently and release them. Wriggle your toes. Just feel where your body is supported, the seat, the back of the chair. Have a little stretch maybe, perhaps roll your shoulders or push your fingers together. Just notice how it feels. And again, notice the next in and out breath. Engage with your senses now. Bring your attention kind of out a little bit. Notice 2 things you can hear and 2 things you can see. Are you feeling warm or cool, comfortable, uncomfortable or neutral? Pause and breathe. Notice your breath again, in and out. And then just come back to what it is that you're doing, that we're doing. So keep practicing this as often as you can. You can do it, repeat it, take longer to do each part. You can do any part of it with when you're standing in the supermarket. It's like any exercise. It's like riding a bike. You have to practice it over and over until it gets to be a new habit. Once it's a new habit, it just becomes really powerful in your life. When we get busy, we forget to take time for ourselves. So make an appointment with yourself. Put it in your calendar or diary. Make it important. Ask yourself often, what do I need right now? There's some useful apps. Balance, which is developed in the UK by a menopause doctor, Louise Newson. Headspace for general mindfulness skills and guided meditations. And a website, Dr. Kristen Neff, selfcompassion.com is a really great one for all things self-kind and self-compassion. She's amazing. So, lastly, I've got 3 takeaway tips. We need to talk more about mental health and menopause, perimenopause and menopause, to our family, to our friends, to the people we work with, and to health professionals. The most important thing to remember and share is that you are normal. Take action, number 2. Do one thing. Figure out what works for you. This could be having a nice bath, doing a puzzle or a small mindful activity. It includes knowing yourself, what's meaningful in your life. It might be reading or riding a bike, helping in the community, being creative. Figure it out, figure what's important and do it. And the 3rd tip is self-kindness. This is essential. It's easier said than done. For most of us, being kind to ourselves takes practice and learning. So keep practicing. And just remember, whatever is going on for you, whatever your symptoms, you are part of a great, big, gorgeous group of women going through this transition with you. Thanks.